nature's way. So I'll try to see into your eyes right now and stay here, because these are the good old days. This is where we find our disciples this morning, chasing after some finer day, heading into Jerusalem with Jesus, their rabbi and their teacher, a prophet and king. They're chasing after the idea that he is about to ascend to the throne of Israel. They welcome the pageantry. They see the donkey as a sign. They hear Jesus' words of warning about the future, and they think he's talking about his reign of Israel. They talk about being seated at his right hand, and they think they're talking about the palace in Jerusalem. Expectation makes us blind, and it makes us deaf and dumb too. What the disciples were experiencing was hope, and hope has an angry sister. Her name is fear. Hope and fear are the two sides of the same coin. It's a coin that will be spent in the future. It's all about what's coming, the future. It's not about right here and right now. What the disciples were experiencing, that hope, was all about tomorrow. And we know that it might have been a bit of an illusion, right? Pema Chodron writes, hope and fear come from feeling that we lack something. They come from a sense of poverty. We can't simply relax with ourselves. We hold on to hope, and hope robs us of the present moment. We feel that someone else knows what is going on, but that there is something missing in us, and therefore is lacking in the world. Hope makes us blind to the good stuff around us. It makes us think about what's coming instead of enjoying what's right in front of us. It makes us think that the time that we're in is not important, but it is instead just a warm-up, just preparation. But let me tell you something, folks. This is not a warm-up. This is not preparation. This is your life. Whatever is coming around the bend, and let me assure you that it will not be what you expect, whatever is coming around the bend is not your real life. Your real life is right now. I mean, look at the disciples. They have the love of their lives with them. They have a friend, teacher, buddy, guide, and example walking with them day in and day out. And yet, they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about what's next. The last line of Carly Simon's song is, "And stay right here, because these are the good old days." Little did the disciples know that these are the good old days. They were too busy looking to the future with hope to see all the love, all the care, all the tenderness that was present in their present. What's next for this congregation is a lot about hope and fear. I've heard it many times here. It's kind of a common refrain. When we get our new pastor, when we get the new building, and it's followed with whatever hope or fear that each of you feel. It's as if you're waiting to be a church until the pastor gets here. But here's the thing. You're already a church. You are already a body of people worshiping God. Pastor or no pastor, you are already the church. And you're already having the successes and the failures that mark you as a congregation. So abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Quit looking for the next pastor to be the king. Quit looking for the next big thing that's going to make you an amazing church. Quit looking to the future and look to the present, because you already are an amazing church. I see it in the love that you share with one another. I see it in the love that you share with your families. I see it in the love that you share with the people here in Bali, in the prisons, and in the restaurants, and in the homes, and everywhere. You're an amazing church. I see it in the love that each of you takes to your professions. So many of you take this love into classrooms and factories and restaurants and spas. You are the church, right here, right now, sharing Jesus' love. When we look to the future, we see two things. And this is the only thing that you should be thinking about with the future, okay? I'm not telling you you should, but in the best of all possible worlds. The first is that God is present right here, right now, and in the future. And second, the second thing to think about is that we are present. Look around you. These are the people who love you. Look to your left and look to your right, because these are the people who love you. And we're all here. But we also see that in the present, and we have to see this, that in the present, it's a present. It's a gift. This moment right here, this second, and the one that follows it, it's a gift. It's a gift to be able to love one another right now. And it's a gift to be able to hug one another, to tell each other our burdens, and to be with one another in this moment. So if you've been thinking about the future, I'd ask you to come back and be here now with me and with God. Maybe pray. Past, present, and future, God. We know that you are with us every second of it. Help us to stay in the moment where we are. To not think about what's next, but to think about sharing you right now. In Christ's name we pray.